Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Rich and the lovely Cat, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Cat's ability to understand and respond to her formal obedience commands, the correction and the motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction that we give, and the only correction that we give is a tug and release on the training collar, and that is the collar that she came with, and we're going to continue to use that collar for her training. Now she's sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. We have all fallen in love with this girl, and we easily see why you rescued her. They're going to be demonstrating first the heel. Heel is proper walking on a leash, and incorporated into the heel exercise is an automatic sit. And Rich and Cat will demonstrate that for us now. The command is Cat heel, and at this point she has a job to do, and that is to maintain pace with the person on the other end of the leash. And to sit automatically when you stop walking. So if you're walking her, and you stop to cross traffic or talk to a neighbor, she should be sitting nicely at your left and waiting for her next command. And I will tell you that sometimes she tries to get away with murder because she's so sweet and she already knows that she's got our heart. So she is capable of pushing your buttons. If she doesn't sit automatically, you have to give that little tug and release and tell her no sit. If you speed up, she should do the same. Now the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the sit stay.
Stay.
The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. Now she is a mature girl, so she should be able to hold this command, and if she's not holding it for her, holding it for you, take a step in, but enforce this stay command. 1 minute working up to 3 minutes. When Rich returns back to her, he walks all the way around her, returning all the way back to where they started. And at this point, she gets some loving for praise, and they take off heeling again. And we use praise and, kind words, petting as our motivator versus food. We want the dogs to do it for the joy of pleasing you. So another sit stay. Like I said, practice at home, lengthening out her time and the distance. This time, instead of returning back to her, Rich is going to call her. The command is Cat come, and she should come right in front of you and sit facing your knees. And then Rich gives her the heel command, and she turns and returns back to heel position. And back sitting. Good girl. She has been a model student. She really has. She does pretty much everything that we ask of her and then some. And I could easily take her home. Rich is going to leave her in another sit stay and demonstrate that come on command again. Now the come on command's important. You want her to come to you when she's called. So use her name, use a happy voice, talk to her on the way in. Good girl. She comes right in front and sits, and then she goes back to heel and back sitting.
No, sit.
Now she didn't sit, so Rich is going to enforce it. Now the next commands that we're going to be demonstrating for you are her down commands. And there are 2 of those. Now this is the down from a heel position. So with your dog seated at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. The long down stay when you're practicing at home is for 3 to 5 minutes. So lengthen out, again, your time and your distance, and very soon you're going to be able to drop your leash and walk away, if not immediately. When Rich returns back to her, he's going to walk all the way around her just as he did on the sit stay. And that looks like an easy thing to do, but some of these dogs do not like a person to get behind them when they can't see what they're doing. So that can take days to just gain that trust that they'll allow you to walk behind them. She's a happy little snap too. She likes doing it.
Down.
This is your down. Stay. Now it's nice and warm here today. It's probably in the 60s, but if you still have snow and you can't work outside, work inside. This time Rich will call her out of that exercise. Sometimes she cuts it a little short there. She goes back to heel and back sitting. And you can just see, like, she looks up at you with those eyes and you melt and you don't want to make her do anything, but she has to do these things. We like her to be happy doing it. She's not always happy doing it, but we want her to enjoy it. Now, Rich is going to leave her in a sit stay. He's going to turn to face her, and this is your down from a distance. Use your right hand to give your command.
Down.
And she should go down from a distance. Now, we've demonstrated for you all of Kat's formal on-leash obedience commands. Her heel, her automatic sit, her sit stay, her down stay, her down from a distance, and the come command. These are all of the commands that she's learned while she's been with us here at school. We've enjoyed every second that she's been here. Please keep us posted on how she's doing at home, and feel free to call us if you have any questions or you need a lesson in your home. And thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.